So, January 3rd, out in the snow on the driveway. Chris got it all plowed off first yesterday. But we are working on building our indoor growing space. And it's had some changes as we go.
We went one way, then we went back to another plan. Now we're back kind of to the original plan.
Yes, so
maybe souped up a little bit.
It may still change by the time we get her done. It's going to be whatever happens. That's how we operate usually. And it usually all works out.
Still going to be 6 by 8.
Yeah, 6 by 8. So 48-foot growing space, which will be kind of nice. Still working on figuring out lights and stuff. But anyways, we're not to that stage at all. That's coming.
Well, we are back down in the basement today. Here's our little temporary kale setup that we did a couple days ago. Or at some point.
It's all a blur.
It's all becoming a blur. But we have big plans. Unfortunately, to get to big plans, we have to move a big pile of stuff. So
we have to clean everything that we've always procrastinated on in the basement.
Yep. So first step, assemble this table that has
Which I did mention in that other little section that we filmed before about all my picture framing stuff, because I used to be a picture framer. Well, a year and a half in, it's time to build the table and put the stuff up off of the floor in the basement.
Yep, so that it has a spot and doesn't take up as much space.
Because I would like to get into the art side of things again and be able to frame my own stuff and your stuff. We both paint.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice
another thing.
Seems like a world away now, but
once we get the table done and we get some stuff moved around, we are going to build some walls for what will become our grow room. And we think this will go together relatively quickly.
It seems so weird to say grow room because it's like that was something that was so voodoo or whatever. Like used to be, because it was like, oh, what are you growing? What are you growing then?
Yep, nobody thought about growing stuff inside. But our grow room is going to be for lettuce and greens. So we're going to get this pile moved and then progress with things. We have a whole lot of stuff, yes. But we've got our space cleaned up except for our this table, which we're going to leave for now. So first job is to get the wall across here, and then we're going to come out the 6 feet here, get that up, and see where we get to. The task is done, and we got the table built and a whole bunch of fleece on top of it that we have to do something with.
Yes, all the framing's mat card and everything is put
away underneath.
The cats are checking it all out.
And we need to come up with a plan for all this Icelandic sheep fleece. You do it. You're the one that figured out all the math.
So the roof in our basement is just a little bit over 6 feet in height. So even though our kind of stud wall is going to go to the roof, we are cutting all of our plywood to go around the space at 6. Just provides a bit of ventilation and best use of plywood really, because we can take 2 sheets, go across the 1 8-foot back wall, then come up the 6-foot wall with a 3rd sheet and a half. And all of our little offcuts will make our front 8-foot wall with the doorway. Anyways, we're going to get to cutting these, get them inside, because even though it's not terrible for January, it's still pretty cold on the fingers out here. So let's get this done and get inside, and we'll bring you guys back when we're down there, and we'll discuss and show you a little bit of what we've got going on.
Well, a little bit of progress. We got a wall up. So that'll be the rear wall. We're going to see, we're taking a little bit of a break here for a moment to go do some chores and such, but we're going to see if we can get the wall that comes out sort of from this one done tonight, but that might be wishful thinking. But anyways, it's we got all of the material that we have in, so we've got some 2x4s drying out on the floor here, and the rest of our plywood that we've already cut in, so we will see where we get to. Alright, so we're on day 2, not even day, we came down for like half an hour, threw together this wall, but we've got a little bit to put there. That's actually for a closet. We got this side done, and you can see up here, we've got, because this is the basement, we've made this one to be a bit of load bearing, just because we didn't probably need it, but we're just like, why not, putting the wall in. And we've left a gap for ventilation, and also if we need to run wires or pipes or whatever else, we should be able to do it through that gap, because right now most of our basement is pretty open, which makes it easy to get at. So this is the outside wall in all its glory. I'll take you around the other side. So here's the inside. So we've got our 6-foot wall, and then we've got an 8-foot wall. And then what we'll have here is another 6-foot wall, which comes just short of this window, which works out perfect. And there's a little grow area. So it's coming along, actually not bad. We're getting short on 2x4s, so we're going to end up with a bit of a bottleneck there, but we should be able to get half the last wall done, and then we'll just have the section over here by the wall. But yeah, all said and done, this shouldn't be too bad of a build, and essentially we just went for it. We needed room, so we're building a room.